What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr War Games, and as you can see I'm bringing to you guys a very spicy deck profile, and that is Ogdoadic Egyptian God. Now you could just also call it as Ogdoadic Winged Dragon of Ra, because unfortunately when spending the days, maybe weeks, trying to put this deck together once I received all of the Ogdoadic deck in the post, it's a bit difficult to fit in the other two, and I felt like if you're just gonna then focus on the one god, Ra is the best one at the moment, just because his support is just so darn good. Being like Ancient Chant, Guardian Slime, all that kind of stuff, and he really helps a deck go second, and just like clear boards and just punch for game if your deck is built around it. And so I've just gone with that for this kind of strategy. There is a third supplementary engine within this deck, but I will also show you another way that you can build it if you either A, don't have the budget for that engine, or if you feel like that budget is a bit too stale for your liking, you can play another supplementary engine, which I'll also recommend at the end once I get to it. But before I get into this, or if you enjoyed, but before I get into this, if you enjoy it, give us a like and subscribe down below, and ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into what I want to say is the most Egyptian deck. Because what I really liked about the inspiration for this is that it's a very simple inspiration, is that the Ogdoadic are just so Egyptian themed. Like, they're literally, that is literally what they are. They're the most Egyptian themed deck you could possibly have at the moment, and the art is just gorgeous. So I thought I had to try and find a way to mix this deck with the Egyptian gods, being like literally the Egyptian gods. So I thought, like, let's give it a go, and I've been working on this deck for so long. It was really hard to like dismantle my previous god deck, which was like DM style, Yugi style kind of ish deck, just because True Name is such a good card for the gods, and like the DM supports like so good at stacking your deck consistently. So is that you can also try and fit that in here. Again, I'll show you the third engine that's within this deck to try and give this a more of a meta oomph, like that kind of aspect to it. So that's why like I built it this way. So like you can literally take this and go to your locals, have some fun with the Ra engine, but you have the rest of your deck still like a meta contender, like a somewhat meta contender, and you'll see why. But let's get into it now. We have the triple Nunu. Like, Nunu's just like so good. That's why you play 3 of it. It's the only one I play 3 of. I really had to cut down on the like the Ogdoadic engine, and just try and put in the bare minimum that you need, the bare staples that you need to get your Ogdoadic combos going, and keep the consistency of that engine going, because that engine is going to push you in along, like push you through the games along with the other engine, while your god part of the deck is to just literally set up very easy, like that kind of thing. There's like 4 engines in this deck, and it just all flows quite nicely. Like, you really have a hand where you can't at least do something, like at least one of these engines is going to push you through a turn and set up something within on your board. But yeah, so you got your triple Nunu, like you ditch this and you can send another one, another Ogdoadic, and then it's just literally this plus any discard at least gets you to 2 negates which on board, which is just fantastic. Then we have double Nuara. This is like the Nunu 0.2. Like, you kind of use this can sometimes set up, but it's not as good as Nunu. Like, Nunu just does so much, because it revives itself and it comes on back to the board. If Nara can also revive itself onto the board, like, it would be broken, but also like it would just help be another play starter. But Nura is great because she searches out your Ogdoadic spells, which is just fantastic because it's another Foolish Burial plus also free summon. And then we have 5 one-offs for the Ogdoadics. I'm playing the one Zohar. I'm not playing the other one just because I feel like this one's better because the drawback, because the gimmick with the Ogdoadics is that they have a drawback in the sense that they give your opponent a plus, but then they give you a plus. And I feel like out of the 2 other level 4s, this is the least worrying and the least drawback. It literally just gives your opponent a draw, but then you get to search, which is fantastic, I believe. Yeah. This card sent from the field to graveyard or special summon from the graveyard. You can activate this effect. Your opponent draws 1 card, and if they do, you can add 1 Ogdoadic monster from your deck to your hand, except Zohar, and then each player sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard. So, like, this is like, yeah, your opponent gets to draw, but they don't plus. Like, they literally, they're not having, like, they're not starting their turn with, like, 7 cards in their hand. They draw and then they ditch. So they have to still ditch something. Like, whether that gives them a plus as well, unfortunately, that is just what happens. But at least you get to search, which I feel like is better than the other one. So that's why I play that one. And I play 1 each of the level 8. So I'm not playing the level 10. So we're playing the 1 Albert, the 1... the Chris, the 1 Amista, and the 1 Aaron. These 2 are your extenders for your combos to just help you get more bodies on the board, also be like tribute fodder for your god. And then these 2 are like your main boss monsters of the Ogdoadic deck, giving you disruptions and interruptions and things of that nature. That's it for your Ogdoadic monster engine. For your other engine, unfortunately, it has to be this. We're playing the 3 tour guides, 1 Sangan, 1 DM, and 1 Red Eyes. Yes, we are playing the Dragoon package. And to get to that Dragoon package, we either use the Ogdoadics or we use Tour Guide. Tour Guide, why am I playing Tour Guide? Because Tour Guide gets you into Sangan, which then, when that goes to graveyard to make your Link play, it gets you into your Guardian Slime. And once you get your Guardian Slime in hand, in combination with a Dragoon, there's a guaranteed a boss monster with a negate and also a god search on the following turn, which just flows so nicely together. And what's also great about playing it with Tour Guide is that your other Tour Guide isn't dead, because once you draw into that Tour Guide, you just go Tour Guide and then Tour Guide into another Tour Guide. And then if you have your Ancient Chant hand called Ancient Chant Search Ra, you then got double tribute fodder already on board, which is going to give Ra a 2k boost. So that's also great. And then you can just go off from your game finish from there. So this engine just complements Ra so well, which is why I play it within the deck. And speaking of Ra, 2 Guardian Slime and 2 Winged Dragon of Ra. If you want to play Obelisk and Slifer, you can do so. I would then just take out, literally just take out any 2 cards within your deck. Like if you feel like there's something else that you just don't want to play within this deck, just take them out, put Slifer and Obelisk in here. I just felt like every time I put Slifer and Obelisk in the deck, the deck just kind of like bricked at times. So I tried to mitigate that problem, which somehow kept coming up. Now for your 4th supplementary engine, which is the one that I would advise to take out if it doesn't fit your budget and that kind of thing. And as the invoked engine, so we're playing the triple Alistair, and to move into spells, double invocation and double magical meltdown. This engine just works so well with the Ogdoadics, just to give you a meta relevant board of like double like disruptions and that kind of thing. It just works so well. If you don't want to play this engine, take it out, and I would then play personally the Layer of Darkness engine. So it's 1 Diablos, triple Arum. So if I were to like, so you have your triple Arum, your 1 Diablos, and double Layer of Darkness, and then you can put in like a 4th, like another card in here just to fill in the gap. So like it could be either another Nala, it could be a Ogdoadic Water Lily, it could be like a Foolish Burial, anything of that kind of like nature. Or it could be one of the other Ogdoadic boss monsters that you can like add into your deck and just bump up that kind of like aspect of the deck. And that's what I would play other personally. Alternatively, you could even, if you want to put in Slifer and Obelisk, I would then go with like, so Slifer and Obelisk. I would then go with triple Magician's Rod, double Circle, and that's it. Literally, that's what I would also do if you wanted to fit in that engine as well, and then just make it more God. So God, literally God Ogdoadic. That's what I would do. So there's other things that you can do in next, is why I really like this engine, because it's just so small. It's so small but so impactful, but then it can also be swapped out so easily. So that's that package. We then play the one Red Ice Fusion, obviously. And then for the Ogdoadic spells, we're playing triple Snake Rain and the one Water Lily. Snake Rain is overall just better. It's just such a better Water Lily. Also, Water Lily's Searcher was why I only played the one copy of it. And then for the Ra support spells, we're playing the 2 Ancient Giants, the 1 Millennium Revelations, and the 1 Monster Reborn. The great thing about this is that if you do play Obelisk and Ra, they're literally just free discard fodder for your Millennium Revelation to consistently loop Monster Reborn, which is just fantastic. And then your Ancient Giants, the one you're going to be searching off first, off your Guardian Slime, which then gets you to Ra, which then gives you additional Tribute Summon, which then also allows Ra to have its anime power up effect. We then have the one Call by the Grave, and then for the last 3 cards, I just wanted to put in 3 traps just to have some other form of disruption that isn't within monster form. So I've gone with Solemn Strike just because it's just overall most versatile. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we're playing the 2 Egyptian God Slime. Do you go into 2 God Slimes? No, you don't. But I just have 2 copies, so I play the 2 copies. But alternatively, you just need the 1 copy. Then we have the 1 Red Ice Dark Dragoon to go with your Dragoon package. And then we have the 1 Mech Knight, the 1 Invoked Macabre and the 1 Invoked Purgatory. I feel like these 2 are the most consistently to be made, but then you have your other one as well if you really wanted to. For your XCs, for your Ogdoadic combos, you have the 1 Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy. This could also be Photon Lord if you want to have an additional monster negate, but your monster negate is mostly coming out of your Sacred Tree Beast Hyperion, which you get out with your Rika Queen Strelna, which then once you make this, you then tribute it, which then when it's tributed gets you this. And then for your other rank 4, we play the 1 King of the Fell Imps to get you out of that reptile lock. And then the last 6 cards is just all link monsters, just useful link monsters. Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, they combo well with the Ogdoadics as well as Guardian Slime. The 1 Reptilian Ikanda, this just helps you push for that game. Like being able to get a big Ra on board and then you make this and reduce the opponent's monsters to 0 is just super funny. The 1 Verta Anaconda for your Dragoon. And then we have the 1 Secure Gardener and the 1 Salam Great Armorage for your Alistair Invoked engine for your fire target and your light target. And that, guys, is the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. I've been working on this deck for so long, like trying to get it perfect, at least to my liking, and I really like how it's playing out at the moment. It just flows so nicely, the deck just plays so nicely, and it's just super fun being able to go all Ogdoadics and then just out of the blue just summon out Ra and then just punch your opponent for game. It's just super funny. Guys, again, hope you all liked it. Like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.